Hey there, everybody. Paler here. Welcome back to Dark Souls. So here we are. We're in Anor Londo. We're working our way up to Ornstein and Smough, whatever his name is, the big pain in the butt boss here. Um, this episode's probably not going to get there. We're going to mostly do all the clearing and everything needed. We left off the last episode. We killed a few things in here, like this guy. This guy actually, unless you get really close to him, he won't aggro. He's actually protecting that chest. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fireball him because we want souls. We're going to start getting ready. So, Ornstein and Smough are relatively... Whoops, I should really be trying a little bit harder. There we go. They're susceptible to fire damage. So, if we get enough souls, when we get to the blacksmith, the giant blacksmith, and I call him that because he's actually a giant and he's a blacksmith, not because he's, well, he is a tall black, never mind. Once we get there, we can buy Titanite shards, and with those shards, we can then upgrade the, what is it, the Ita, our other katana, and turn it into the Chaos Blade, which has a built-in default fire effect. And that should be helpful for Ornstein and them. We'll have to do some testing on it. I do not in any way expect to beat Ornstein and Smough in the first fight. I don't think I've ever pulled that off. Let's see here. Did we go down in here and get Havel's armor? Yeah, we did. I remember doing that, so there's nothing else there. This door here is locked. That'll be our way back down to the bonfire in a bit. So up the steps we go. Yeah, the last episode we ended after we got Havel's armor, and we looked at it over, and for the most part, it was about the same as the stone armor, just a little bit tougher, but a little bit heavier. However, what that doesn't take into account is the stone armor cannot be upgraded at all. This guy's a mimic, you can see with the chain coming out. And that's not what I wanted to do. I punched him with my pyromancy glove. Whoops. Alright, come on, mister. He just tried to eat me. And that almost ended badly. Anyway, the stone armor cannot be upgraded. Where the stone armor is currently is where it's going to be forever. However, Havel's armor can be upgraded at least 5 levels, possibly even more. And I just did it again. It's double pyro. Wow, nice kick, pal. So, Havel's armor, once you start upgrading it, it does become notably better than the stone armor, but it is still noticeably heavier. So it's really for a heavy endurance build character. Alright, so let's see. We came up here. Which way is the way out? The other way. Let's start looking this way then first. Here's another stone. Now this guy is not actually guarding something if I recall, and he will come play with us if we get close enough. So we're going to fireball him and bring him on out here. Now these Silver Knight guys, we're going to end up picking up their armor here in a little bit. It's actually a pretty good heavy set. Doesn't have quite the stats of the stone or Havel's, but it has pretty good stats. It also has it's a good balance of stats, mostly heavy lightning resist with a moderate weight. We're not worried about the armor, but something I would like to get is their spear, but also their short sword. They will drop that. There's a Titanite demon down there. We'll get him later. They can drop their straight sword or their broadsword, whatever it's called, and that's pretty darn strong. I'd like to get that item if we can. We will end up going down there too, but this is not the way for that apparently. Alright, we're coming this way now. Uh-oh. I can hear somebody running. By default, we're going to end up heading straight ahead up towards that archer. That doesn't open from the side. But before that, we got some other things we want to do. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here And there is a Silver Knight right here. Ah, he hit me. You son of a bee. I ended up running another character through this area just the other day, actually. Mainly, I wanted some practice on Ornstein. They are a tough fight. So I remember most of this stuff now. In fact, I remember it all because I had a practice run here just a little bit ago. Do we want to go up already? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we'll be alright. I was considering if I wanted to use a flask already. So you want to be careful coming out here. Basically, the reason, in a moment, as soon as this guy's dead, there's another Silver Knight in that podium little pagoda thing right there. And if you come too far this way, you can end up fighting both of them at the same time. But if you go that route, you get only one at a time. Come here, you. So if you have a pretty good movement, if you have sub 50% movement, these Silver Knight guys, at least the ones without the spear ones are a little more difficult. You can mostly lock onto them and just run towards their shoulder, and you can normally outcircle them and get a good backstab.
Whatever can be.
This guy cracks me up.
Ah, you again. Let me guess. Wait, star. Don't be ashamed. Is the fate of that? I'll think of something.
So basically what he's doing is, when we open this door, in this room, there's a bunch of Silver Knights, and he can't get by them. Now again, you might assume this is a trick. There's another Silver Knight right there. Now be careful. Don't end up striking him while you're fighting the Silver Knight, otherwise he will jump in combat with you too. But we want to bring him in here because we don't want to aggro those other two if we can avoid it. That's a good shield slam. Get the shield back up. Backstab. Something I can recommend doing. I'm not very good at the dodge rolling, but you want to be very quick at, if there's no immediate attack coming in, drop your shield so your stamina can recover quicker. It can be a real lifesaver on some of these heavier attacks. Alright. One down. Two to go. See, this guy's a little further front. Let's see if we can fireball him. Oh, he got a hit on me. I'm gonna try and get a flask. Apparently not. That should kill him. Alright. Get a drink off. And fireball. Oh, maybe not. Not quite the range. And there we go. Now we can come around here. There is a chest here. This one, chains go in the right direction. Some Demonite Titanite. This is now the door that was locked just a moment ago. So this was the door we couldn't open. There's the archer guy. We can come back in here and talk to this guy.
What's on your mind? Wait. You defeated those monsters? Fantastic. I'm interested. But be warned. Next time.
Alright, so now that he's done that, he's given us this ring. The ring's not very good if I remember. It's kind of actually crappy. Right here. Ring made, red jewel, grants a small increase in HP. I think this is actually one of the items you can start off with. So you can see, takes us from 951 to 999 HP. Not a whole lot. course, our HP might top out at 1,000. We might be almost at the maximum HP. Don't know if I've ever gone that high. Is there anything else we need to do on this level of the area? I don't think so. That's where we went out. Yeah. So next, we're going right at this guy. Come on in. Come on. Alright. Come on. Another one down. Now... Oh, was it not out here? Now I'm lost. Apparently we didn't have to fight that guy. Oh, I know where it is. Okay, apologies. Back here, back up to the top. So this is the way that you actually want to go to get out there. Now, instead of going left, we go straight. We go back in here. And this will come back down the stairs in the opposite direction. Comes down the opposite staircase. So here is where we fought the... well, there was where the archer was. This is where the two mimics were. And basically, we're on the other side of the staircases. I don't know how they designed that staircase. It's kind of interesting. But it's... yeah. Okay. On this side is Mr. Titanite Demon. We're going to get our pyromancies back to full before we go and fight him. Down in here is that Silver Knight, and this is actually the back entrance into where we want to go. So first, this first Silver Knight closest here, we don't have to overly worry about. He won't engage unless you really approach him. He's like the other guy that was guarding that chest right across from the bonfire. However, this other one, obviously, he will come fight you. Drink up before it gets here. These ones here with the pole arms or spears, they are the more dangerous of the three versions, in my experience at least. They have a pretty nasty AoE spin with that weapon, where they'll get you low on stamina, and as you're trying to circle around them to get behind them for a backstab, they'll then do that swing and just finish you off. Alright. I'm going to open the door. So right here is where the bonfire was, back over that way, but let's go ahead and kill this guy first. We might be able to fireball him. Yeah. And you're dead. And then 2 chests. The Silver Knight leggings and gauntlets and the helm and armor. Okay, let's go ahead and take a trip back to the bonfire. Again, we're not going to spend any souls. I want to have basically as many as I can get at this point. I will repair my Uchi though, which it's not too badly damaged. I'm thinking we need 9 Titanite shards plus the 9 Titanite chunks in order to fully upgrade the Ito, plus then the souls needed to pay for the upgrades. And what were they? Were 4,000 a pop for the 9, so basically 40,000 for the to get it to plus 5. Is that right? That seems like a lot more than it should be. Is it 40,000 to get it to plus 5? We'll see in a bit. Alright, come here. What else can we go into? So, the other thing we're going to be doing when we get to... Hey, knock that off. In preparation for Ornstein, if you haven't gone with a class or a build that's heavy enough to wear this stone armor, I pretty much know already the stone armor is the highest lightning resist armor I have. You want to put on the best lightning resist set you can get without actually hindering yourself, because you're going to want to be able to move. So you want to stay below at least that 50% point and have your armor on, and have the highest lightning resist. That would be the next thing I would focus on coming forward. All right, let's take care of this buddy first. I'm not overly worried about this guy. If he gets us low, we'll just step back out in the hallway. He can't follow us through the door. Ow. And now we'll go back in and fireball him a few more times. And if we die, it's not that hard to get back here and recover our souls. Though it would be really bad if we lost 45,000 souls. Drink. Let's try meleeing this guy. I've never really... We'll just try to stay behind him. Yeah, he's trying to get range on us. Get this shield up. Didn't hurt too bad. Stay in on him. Stay in on him. Does not do much damage. Whew, that one hurt. But you can get inside this swing of his. Yeah, better run. I'm gonna slice you up. Okay, now run. Get out the door, get out the door. Roll. Drink. Alright, back in. We're not done yet. Ow. Ow, maybe we're done. We might be done. Fine. There. Yeah. Okay. That weapon doesn't do much damage to those guys. Let's see, so we're heading right up there next. We'd only have to fight two guys. I'm going back down to restore my pyromancies. Gonna clean up this guy just mostly for, I think he's like 1,000 souls. Or 500. 1,000. And this is actually not a bad place for a little bit of farming later on, if you have weapons that can get through them pretty quick. Alright. Now to the blacksmith. Something to try. After you backstab them, as they're standing up, do a heavy lunge. You can get a combo, taking them out in, 2 quick successions. We'll go ahead and fight this guy right in here. Retarget, wait for him to start, and lunge. And he's dead. And we'll get this guy. Are you? Whew. That was a bit closer than I liked. That's kind of that AoE swing I was saying. See, it actually spins him around entirely. Boy, this one's gonna prove to be a pain in the butt. Now you're dead. Alright. And hanger right. Here we go. So, When we come out up here, we're kind of in an overlook above, I don't know, the central corridor of the cathedral. Down there on the right, can we see it from here? We can see it from back here at the far end. Maybe. Does it render that far? There is the entrance for Ornstein and Smough. And basically once they're dead, we're then to Lord Gwendolyn, and we're going to get the Lord Vassal. So they're right there. Now there are two larger giants. These guys are even bigger than the ones out front, I believe. They are also a lot quicker and a lot stronger. They can be a problem, and unfortunately they respawn. And they unfortunately respawn because right there you can probably pretty clearly see there's the summoning sign for Knight Solaire. And it's out here away from the entrance. And it can cause a little bit of a problem trying to summon him and get him in the room to help you, as... Oh, I'm out of stamina. Don't you dare knock me down there. Thank you. Sometimes you'll summon him and he'll get into a fight with the knights, and he'll never make it into the room to help you fight Ornstein. So you have kind of a decision to make. You either need to summon him and run for it, and hopefully he will show up, or you have to kill the two knights, then summon him, in which case you hope that you don't use up too many Estus flasks, or you summon him, use him to help you fight the knights, and hopefully he doesn't take too much damage. I tend to go with that last option. He's pretty darn durable, and you only really need him for the first part of the fight. So it tends to work out, but I'll show you that probably in the next video. And here's the Blacksmith.
Who are you? Forge your weapons?
Alright, so first thing, modify equipment. He can do, by default, he can do lightning, he can do chaos, and he can undo previous things. So if we wanted to go lightning Uchi Katana, we could do this. You can see though it removes, that's the key down here, under dexterity, it removes the B modifier. And that's rough. Let's check the chaos. Chaos blade still leaves B, but lowers it. Now chaos, if I'm remembering, what chaos does is, for each humanity you have, it increases the damage. So right now we'd only have a very slight increase in damage because we have one. But if you're running around with 10, 15, 20 humanities, it'll really increase the damage quite a bit. Alright, so reinforced weapon. Did we pick any of these up? There's the Ayato. 0. So we need 9 Titanite shards. Purchase item. Titanite shard. 800 apiece. Well, I was way off. I said 4,000. Large Titanite shards are basically 4,000 apiece. Okay, so we need 9 of these. 9. Okay. And then we're going to need 9 of these. And he only has 9. We're also going to need a bunch of these later on. The green Titanite shards, we're going to need 5, or maybe it's 9 of these in order to make our weapon plus 10. Or make our divine weapon. Alright, large Titanite, let's just go ahead and buy these also. We're going to need 9 of those. 34,000. Good. Alright. Modify. What do I want? Modify equipment. No. Reinforced weapon. That's what I want. The Ayato. Ayato plus 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Now, back to modify equipment, and... where'd it go? Reinforced weapon. Don't tell me he can't modify. Well, that's just repair. We're not worried about that. Not that. Reinforced weapon. It's not there, is it? See, it was kinda right in here. Shoto ever know. It's gone. He can't give it to +6 or +5. I wonder if I can. We're gonna have to try something at the bonfire here in a bit. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come past him here. There's a chest. It can be a pain in the butt to get. There it is. Hawk ring, that is... I don't remember. There it is. Hawk ring extends bow range. Boost the range the arrows fly. Yeah, okay. Not something we're going to use. Okay. While I contemplate why the heck I can't upgrade it beyond that on him, I wonder if only Andre, the first blacksmith, can do that. I'm going to come out here. There's a few items out here we want to get. Come here. That did not hit me. Now I'm going to have to kill you. Well, I was going to kill you anyway. There's that. Right here we can open this up. And this will allow us back out to that's the very starting area. So we can already come from like the first shrine, run right in here and get to the blacksmith. Down here, I'm gonna fight 2 more gargoyle things. Come here. Get that item. Hey. Stop backing away. Back them into a wall where they can't run away. There we go. And we'll just fireball this guy off the edge. Titanite chunk. And there's one more item up there we're going to want to get. At which point we'll then go back to the bonfire. I'll check the time. We might be doing this without the Chaos Blade, and I might have just wasted a whole heck of a lot of souls. Like 34,000 or so. Oh well. So to get that item we saw earlier, it's actually out right here. Come out this window, hop down. Up the edge around, and boom. Dragon Slayer crossbow and arrows. This is the big bow that those knights are using against us. Did I call it a crossbow? No, Dragon Slayer bow. Where is it? Right there. Dragon Slayer great bow. C strength, C dexterity. Requires 20 strength just to use. Yeah. It must be anchored to the ground in order to fire. No thanks. Alright. Now we can come here, we can hop off here. And go ahead and run back to the bonfire. And we will go right back the same way. Up this way. I'm going to go ahead and accelerate that video a little bit. By now I think you have a pretty good idea how to get there. It's just up, around, and back down. So we'll be back in a moment. Okay, so here we are back. Let's go ahead, reinforce weapon. Let's hope it's here. Otherwise I just waste a ton of souls. It's not here. Alright, so Andre of Astoria, or Aristoa, the first blacksmith, the one by Sen's Fortress, is apparently the only one that can take a weapon from +5 to +6. Or +4 to +5, whatever it was. Or what's the Ioto at? Or Iota, it's at +5. So in order to go to +6, you must take it to him. That's very annoying. So we're not getting the Chaos Blade, unless we did it with the Uchi, and I'm not going to do it to the Uchi Katana. So we're going in without a flaming weapon. But we do have our pyromancies, so we should we should be okay. It might take a try or two. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna call it there, and we will pick up the next episode, and we will go after Ornstein and Smough, and it'll probably be one episode of nothing but attempts on them. So, all right, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.